What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Like Him Show. My name's AJ Yells. How y'all doing? We are back with Gears of War 5. Have I been over to see whatever that... Sorry, I'm getting... as soon as I start, I get distracted by something. It's a problem with me playing open world games. I'm so easily distracted.
You guys seeing this artillery battery? Might be worth a stop.
Okay, why are we stopping? Turntable isn't much farther.
We'll get to it. Just want to check this out first.
You know, you'd think by now Dell would figure out that we keep finding shit for Jack around here.
That one's still fresh. And there's someone in there. Oi, we got a live one.
It's not. 아마 alien 하zer 어디시? 사파디니 눈.
Sir, slow down. What the hell's he saying?
사파디니 눈. 사파디니 눈.
Oh shit, there must be more pods inside. Oh, I don't think they want him going in there.
Spread out! Spread out! Why is that? Because it's our problem now!
Oh, fuck. Hey, Foz. Thank you.
Yeah, shock trap!
Nice one, thanks.
Can't get around him. Okay, somebody got him.
Right side, right side.
All right, we're clear. Man, that was one angry Lasifa.
En parm pui te panian 어디시? It's near.
Guys, let's move. He's clearly desperate.
More pods. Start popping them.
Yeah, and hurry.
You know, I get why you have something as simple as a combat knife. I really understand it. But in a world... You know, but in a world where your
Let's give this area one last...
assault rifles have chainsaws on them, I just don't think that they'd get much use. I'm just saying. Ah. Ultimate upgrade, detonator implant, hijacked enemies explode on ooh.
Still, this is the last LC circuit.
Cool. Now we can give Hijack a much-needed boost.
We're done here. We should get back on track.
Yeah.
You know, I think I talked about this in an earlier video, but I've got to admit, the way this game did side missions and its open world really fits with this game. You know, I have to give the Coalition a lot of credit. Because, I mean, they found a way to really kind of go their own direction with Gears of War and do this open world in a way that makes sense for this game. Even the side missions really make sense, you know? They're not... Oh!
Seriously?
Shit, this is awesome looking. You see the superheated sand? It's almost turning into glass.
Not really a bright side, though.
Holy shit, this is cool looking. Sorry, what was I? Yeah, I was saying how I like how the Coalition went in their own direction with this game. And the side missions, everything really fit with the way, you know, upgrading Jack and everything. It really works. Because, I mean, we've been seeing it a lot lately of games trying to add open worlds where I don't really think that they necessarily fit. For instance, Control. You know,
Hey, Kate, nice driving! Or stiffing, or whatever you call it.
You know, I mean, I like I like the game. I like Remedy, but
Hey, check it out! There's the rocket! Is that mounted on some kind of train?
Then that's how we'll get it back to the hangar.
but the game would have fit so much better as a more linear experience like Alan Wake. This game, well, yeah, I think it could have worked like a more like a linear game. I actually like the open world elements. I think it fits.
In the wrong direction, which is why it's called a turntable.
I think it fits the game. I said this. I know I said this in an earlier one. I kind of like how the open world kind of mirrors Kate's journey, or her internal journey for answers. It also gives that.
How do we turn this thing?
Started by finding a control room.
You know, Kate. Sorry.
Ready when you are.
You know, Kate's on this internal kind of like quest for. You know, quest for answers, and you know we're going on some literal quests in this game. I think it really fits.
Delta by the left. Scion.
They spotted us!
Know what to do, Delta!
Yeah, whatever I'm talking about. Yeah, I think this game fits the. Like I said, this gameplay style not only fits the more like thematic and the thematic choices in this game. I think it works from mechanically too, because I think a lot of it's like I said, Control. Really should have just been a linear game more in the style of Alan Wake, where yeah, there were little kind of like offshoots and you could have gone different directions at times, but for the most part, Alan Wake was linear. This game, I think, really works with these like little sandbox areas.
Another Scion!
What's on the blade? Someone take a look!
Damn it! Guys,
Ah, crap. Come on, come on.
Come in!
Oh man, I'm hurt.
No, you're good. Oh shit, Warden coming in!
Oh, come on.
I'll take that.
There we go. Nice to have the regular Lancer back. Some with a little less recoil.
Knock it off!
Sorry, I know I kept talking about control and then just going out of nowhere. No, it's like I said, it's just, in my opinion, the game's not bad.
Reboot it!
It's like I said, just doing those open world elements, I don't think work for the game, and it's nice to see that a company can change a format, can change a game's format, and still have it work. You know, I really do think open worlds can be added to any game. The question is, you need a way to explain it, you need a way that it feels natural, and it's gotta work. And it's like I said, this game, I just think, works.
Grab the other side and let's get in there.
You know, along with all those other things I mentioned.
Okay.
And I'm serious, I was super skeptical
By finding a control room.
when I heard that they were gonna turn Gears of War into we're gonna have open world elements in this game.
Scion.
They spotted us!
You know what to do, Delta.
That's how you do that. Hey, why is he sitting there? Yeah, he keeps saying suppressing. I mean, I get it, he's laying down suppressing fire. But still, I miss when the, the scions that carried around mulchers.
Throwing frag!
Called grinders. So, they just be walking around, grind. And I get it, that was the Locust. These aren't the Locust, these are the Swarm.
Another Scion!
You know what I'm saying? I get it, these are technically a different group of enemies. Still, though.
I need help here. I owe you one.
Yeah, whatever I was saying. I miss the regular Locust.
I'm down! Oh, yeah, I'm good to go. Thanks, Del. Oh shit, Warden coming in!
Jack Flash.
You brought an axe to a gunfight, mate! Alright. Turntable's clear.
Come on, let's get that train turned around. Need another pair of hands here.
Excuse me. Sorry, I'm choking. I really want that canteen that Kate has.
Looks like a control room to me.
Now to access the controls.
The thing looks sweet. It's one of those that I wouldn't even use it to drink water, although I might use it as a flask. I mean, you know, just drink booze out of it. But I just want that as like a display piece. I mentioned a flask. I'm trying to remember where my flask is. Yes, I have a flask.
Jack.
No, I'm not an alcoholic.
Toward the hangar.
Beautiful. All that's left now is to get it back to the hangar.
Oh, reckon that train's a step ahead of us.
Shit. Come on, we can catch up to it in the skiff.
Train's getting away.
All right, everyone, hold on. Here we go.
Why does everything keep leaving without us?
Haddock, Baird, the rocket's on a train headed for the hangar.
Wait, what? It won't make it. The bridge has to be lowered first.
Can't your people do it?
They're not there anymore. Why did you send the train back without lowering the bridge?
Because we didn't. Oh, forget it. We'll lower it ourselves.
You know, God damn, this is cool.
We gotta get back to the bridge controls. Hurry!
What do you think I'm doing?
All we need is Keanu Reeves, and this would be a great movie, a great entry in the Speed franchise.
We're gonna get to the bridge controls. Hurry, goddammit! Skip order!
God damn, this is pretty.
The train's gonna beat us to the bridge!
You guys want to drive in this? No? Fuck off.
We're almost there! Kate, keep going! There's a bridge control house. Bring us in close.
All right, go, go!
Whoa!
Oh, you have got to be fucking kidding me!
Paramount! Clock is ticking, people!
The clock is not ticking! The clock is about to explode!
Stay down! No! The bridge controls are wrecked!
Then we bring it down the old-fashioned way.
Grab that sailboat!
Okay, what the hell am I shooting at?
That big clamp! That'll bring it down!
Train's coming!
Got it! It's coming down!
Oh, shit! That's, oh, that cut it a little close.
Oh, yeah, it did. Come on. Let's just get back to the skiff.
If I just ran right through those enemies, I didn't even have to... Oh, that works.
No rest for the wicked, people! Forward!
Come on, Delta, put him down!
Nope. Stop it. There you go.
We got a bouncer!
Oh, I didn't see one of those stupid, like, leapers or whatever the fuck they're called.
Got you!
Oh, coming in!
You know what? I didn't mention this. I've mentioned this in the past, but I haven't mentioned it in this video. But I was talking about how this game really, they were able to kind of like depart from that sort of linear Gears model. Well, no matter what, I gotta give them credit because this still feels like a Gears of War game, even if it's almost completely different. It still feels like a Gears game. You know, I mean, combat's still great. I still like the Locust better because they're less like monster focused, you know, with like those leapers and the snatchers and all that. You know, they were more like special enemies. You know, kind of popped up at certain moments with the stories. Mostly you just fought the grunts.
Good news, children. I don't know how you did it, but my scouts have just informed me that your rocket train safely entered the hangar.
Glad to hear it, Paddock.
That's the end of my good news. You have another task. Go secure the Hammer's targeting beacons.
Targeting beacons? What, for the Hammer of Dawn?
Our system was based on targeting beacons. I was saving that info until we knew you could get the rocket.
So where are these beacons?
In the southwest, at Cosmonaut Training Facility. And to be clear, if we don't secure those beacons, we don't have a Hammer of Dawn.
Okay, we're on it.
Okay, it's a way to explain why the Hammer of Dawn, like the...
It's massive! Rockets are big. You know the ballistic coefficient you need to accommodate atmospheric drag? No, I don't. Well, it's high. Thus the size. So, what's it like to know so much about stuff no one else cares about? Go ahead and abide in your ignorance, man. Not my problem. Glad we agree. Cheers!
What was I about to say? That's a nice way to explain why we don't have to have the Hammer of Dawn, like the guns that we had in the original. At least that's my explanation for it, you know, or my thought process behind it, you know. Otherwise, you know, well, the Hammer of Dawn's back, so why don't we have like the Hammer of Dawn weapons like in the original trilogy? That makes sense. I lost my train of thought.
Goddamn juvies.
All right, I don't see any more.
Oh right, it was about
Terrain out here reminds me of OCS, back in the Deadlands.
Oh, shit. Yeah, first time I ever had beetle soup.
What's beetle soup?
Well, you take some water.
and it's soup made of beetles.
Boil it, then toss in some beetles.
Oh, so pretty much exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's protein. Your body doesn't know the difference. And honestly, I kind of liked it. So, Kate, your headaches, they're really gone?
Yeah. As soon as we killed the matriarch, they ended. Haven't had one since.
And this idea you have about your mother being...
It's not an idea. I saw her. I saw whatever she is now.
Well, I mean, it's more her consciousness. It can't be her person, because didn't you kill her at the end of the last game? Or was, I guess she I need to go back and rewatch some of that stuff in the lab and have that re-explained. But I was saying something earlier. It was something about, oh right, how the Coalition was still able to make this feel like a Gears game, even though it's really kind of a departure from the franchise. Now I think this feels much more like the original Gears games than 4 did, because 4 had a lot of like base defense and felt like they were just trying to put horde mode into the main story. Just something about it, looking back on it, didn't work for me. But this does feel very much like it's new, but pays homage, and just it works with Gears of War, in my opinion. I don't know why that's a marker on my map. Yeah, I don't know why the game was kind of leading me back here. That was weird.
Wonder how Jen's gonna react when she figures out we're getting the hammer online. Again. Settlement 2 shifted her thinking a bit. Obviously, no thanks to me.
Meanwhile, I often wonder who stuffed that gigantic stick up her ass.
Firm no comment from Captain Phoenix on that one.
God damn, I can't park in real life, and I can't park these things in a video game.
Good to know. We're standing by.
Hey, do I want to bring my sniper rifle?
How the hell did all this UIR space program stuff not get out? I mean, how did the COG keep it secret?
Simple, when the COG also runs the newspapers. And historians have to apply for a permit to write books. Secrets? Secrets are easy to keep.
Yeah. We all agree on that one.
See, they keep referencing it. They should have just gotten away from it all. Again, the whole thing with JD's past, like with that, secrets are easy to keep, and I get it.
Guys, check out this crater. What the heck happened here?
The COG happened. They fired a light mass missile on us when we were moments from seizing control of that entire facility.
Wait, I'm confused. The COG? I thought this was a UIR civil war.
The losers don't write the history books, Vescari. You, of all people, should know that.
Glad you could rope my ethnicity into the discussion again. Yeah, thanks for that.
What was I saying? The whole secrets are easy to keep. Yeah, I get it. They're making a comment of tyrannical government, blah 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 blah. But you hear JD, talk about that, and he's referencing his past and the stuff that was going on in this game that caused him, Del, and Kate's fracture early on in the game. I still feel like that stuff I think it was poorly executed. I think their fracture was poorly executed because apparently nobody could see what the other ones were going through. They're just like, oh, JD's an asshole. Well, yeah, but there's a reason for it. He's your friend. You should understand that. Not saying that doesn't make him an asshole. I'm just saying, maybe have something, maybe just don't hate him for it. Maybe at least understand it. Maybe you don't want to hang out with him. You can't be with him, but still.
Listen, during our attack, I was certain the beacons were somewhere inside that place. But that computer virus locked us out of every building before I could get to them. And until your bot deals with that, you won't get to them either.
You hear that, buddy? Fate's in your tiny metal hands.
Look for a terminal to access in the lobby security office.
Jack, pulse.
Huh, okay. I keep thinking I'm seeing something move. It's freaking me out.
There's our security terminal. Just need to wait for Jack to access it.
shooting that won't work. For like a vent or something.
Guys, what if we sent Jack through that vent?
Thank you. I was trying to find what vent.
That vent will get you to the security office. Where do we start looking once we lift the virus?
The centrifuge building. The beacons were most likely hidden there.
Centrifuge. Got it.
But move quickly. A storm is headed your way.
Geez, finishing that point. Yeah, I wish one of two things. One, they wouldn't have they wouldn't reference the fallout between Kate, Dell, and JD and all that.
No sweat.
And here comes
Jack
Swarm.
cracked the virus. We're in.
And you now have full access to the entire facility.
You know, like they wouldn't keep referencing that it happened because, and just let it go. Okay, it wasn't the most, you know, polished and
Storm? We're heading over there.
That's not a good sign.
wasn't the most.
Yo, Bear, you lose a condor by any chance?
Several, in fact, while running weapons to a certain, desert-dwelling friend of mine. Keep whatever you find.
Okay. Solid copy.
So Baird was stealing weapons from the COG and giving it to these outcasts. All right. Though I get it, you know, him and Paddock are friends, especially after the events of Judgment. God damn it, I keep losing my train of thought. Right, yeah, it's. I didn't think that whole fallout and reconnection between our heroes was very well done. I made my thought about it that cleared.
You're having trouble believing Baird did something covert? Really?
Yeah, well, put it that way.
Yeah, I made my thoughts on that clear a couple parts ago. But yeah, I just wish that they'd just let it go. Okay, it was done kind of mediocrely. Let's just ignore it and just move on.
Run into any swarm yet?
Or they would have done it better.
Don't hold your breath. Between Paddock's Civil War and the weather, you could have crawled in anywhere.
That's my theory on it. You know, it's just either do it better, or now that we've moved on, let's just
You got a sight on!
not reference it.
Come on, put these assholes down!
Bots on the blink! Someone take a look!
I'm coming!
Jack, come on.
Get a better angle at the.
We gotta deal with that Scion!
Take that!
That's a cryo cannon. Got him.
pipe clean. Aware of how that sounded?
Yeah, let's just move on.
Okay, I'd appreciate that.
Again, I mentioned this. I keep feeling like I'm re-referencing points that I've made earlier, but I like the comedy. It's funny. It gets, I get a nice little chuckle out of it. But it's just weird. And I get it. It's a different developer working on the game. There's going to be things are going to be a little different tonally. I get that. But yeah, it's weird hearing them like crack jokes and do all that. Not saying there weren't jokes in the original franchise. It's just
How advanced was the UIR space program?
to me, the original trilogy still took things way more seriously. And the jokes were there to break some tension, but it wasn't very, I'm not going to say far and few between, but they picked their moments very well. Having it be, through Baird's snarkiness. It was more kind of dark, kind of gallows humor, with Baird's snarkiness, or Cole just being, just the big muscly meathead. Yet I say that about Cole, and I feel like I'm insulting him, and I really love Cole.
Well, that didn't work.
Then we try another one. Jack,
I mean, it's mostly because Cole had so much heart, and he was such a fun character. Yeah, like I was saying, the comedy was, it's like I said, I think its moments were picked a little better. This one, it's just like, we're doing some things just for yucks. Every couple of minutes. I could do without it, but it's still not bad.
All right, Jack, let's do it again.
I can get a bad feeling right now. Oh, that's why.
Get in there, Jack.
That's the ticket.
Come on, we can get out this way. So, what's in here?
There we go. I'm like, there's gotta be something else other than a basic Marxa and a... How many... Okay, jeez, I've got a good amount of components. There we go. Boost Jack's maximum health. There we go. And have him with revive command. There we go. That might be cooler, if I'm playing as a... if I was actually playing as Jack, not just upgrading him, but... I'm talking about that last skill where he gets... boost for headshot kills or something like that.
You DBs weren't corrupted. Come on, this way. Look out! Almost there! Centrifuge building's dead ahead. Hang on, we got a straggler.
You seen this storm?
Not for long!
Does anyone else miss Razor Hail? Just saying.
One.
They're down! Let's get inside! Help me get this open. Okay, we're in. So where the hell are those beacons?
Let's check the security cameras.
Well, look who it is. Guys, look. Beacons are tucked away in the capsule.
Yeah, but how do we get them out?
We could bring the arm around. There's a platform over there.
Worth a shot.
Oh, and there's also a shitload of corrupted DBs down there too.
Jack, see what you can do.
Центрифюжка океан. Стоимикс.
Can't believe that knackered thing still works.
Anyone else kind of wishing that thing would just... Yeah, it did.
Oi, what did you do? This thing's older than you are, man. Jack's not a miracle worker.
What about an emergency brake?
Well, there's some controls in base.
Okay, they're active!
Hey, it's no difference to me. Delete these malfunctions.
Okay, now let's stop this thing.
Boom shot.
Help me! We gotta pull them together! What the hell? Why isn't this stopping?
Brakes might be toast. I don't know.
Excuse me.
We'll have to discuss that later. Swarm!
Oh shit, I actually have to try. Never mind. That was just juvies. I wanted one of those things to get close to me so I could... That's about right. That's what I get for being dumb.
Guys, I'm in trouble!
Really, those things can block my chainsaw?
Jack, pulse! Jack's not ready. Pulse!
Is there anyone else still alive?
More of them coming in! Yeah, baby. Welcome to the blender.
Incoming frag!
Oh, fuck me.
Frag out!
Fire in the hole! Neutralize.
That's about right.
What the hell? Why isn't this stopping?
Brakes might be toast. I don't know.
We'll have to discuss that later. Swarm!
Kidding me?
Incoming frag! Not on my watch. Headed your way. Incoming frag! Back to the fight!
Incoming frag!
Need cover.
I need some help!
Or they're just gonna keep throwing grenades at me.
Coming in! Yeah, baby. Welcome to the blender. I got you. Throwing frag.
What the fuck? Damn, I cannot hit anything right now. Jesus Christ, how many of these are there? Well, throw grenades at me. I threw that. Yeah, that was a missed throw.
This'll work.
It's a good feeling.
Damn it!
I got you, mate.
Forget how good the boom shot felt.
Watch out! It's speeding up!
Oh, fuck off, game. What just happened?
Not. Well, that worked out, didn't it?
Maybe. We need Jack to verify the beacons are okay. Come on.
As I just said, what the hell just happened?
Jack, tell me the beacons are fine. Oh, thank God. Paddock, Baird, beacons are secure. They're also a hell of a lot bigger than I was expecting. I don't think we have room for them all on the skiff.
I'll have my people transport them. Fine, but Delta, I need your ASAP to get a head start on calibrating them to our network in New Ephyra. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll carry it to the skiff. Well, that's heavy.
All right, Baird, we're heading back. Paddock, send your people for the rest of these beacons when you can. Delta, let's get back to the skiff. Time to get out of here.
You know, Paddock's sending folks out here. We should probably clear out the rest of the squad. There's lots of enough people today.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not gonna be much use in a firefight at the moment.
Stay close to me, mate. You can't.
There's a little viewing room up here. One component. And no ammo. Plenty of other components, at least. Still, no ammo.
Get the other side.
Ah, game, I knew you cared.
JD, you good?
Yeah, just lead the way.
Well, Storm's no better. If anything, it's worse.
Too bad. We're going back into it. Okay, Delta. Our way out's on the other side.
We got Swarm, people!
Awesome.
Behind those sand glass things!
They're called Fulgurite!
Yeah, tomato, tomato!
Now, I still love what they've done with the weather in the new trilogy. I mean, you know, like the Razor Hail. Personally, I like the Razor Hail. It was used in one section. It was fine. I think a lot of people give the Razor Hail a lot of crap. I don't. I think the Razor Hail was cool. Was it kind of a ripoff of what the Krill was? Yeah, kinda. Still, I liked it.
I need some help.
On my way!
Guys, come on! That turret trapping is up!
Yeah, like I was saying, I like the Razor Hail personally. But I really like what they did with the weather in this game. You know, where we had the snow in the last chapter or act, whatever you want to call it, and then we have these wind flares. Yeah, and I know there were wind flares in the first one too, or not in the first one, in 4, but.
All clear. Now come on, let's get inside.
You know, there were wind flares in 4 as well, but I just like how they're, we're in a new area, so yeah, the lightning strikes are gonna,
The door's welded shut.
The lightning strikes are gonna cause those kind of glass formations in the sand, and it's a cool way of doing the weather.
We got more swarm coming in.
The weather on this planet that we know is really intense, but still having something that's kind of Earth-like, because I believe in the desert, isn't that a thing where a lightning strike will hit sand and will create like kind of like a glass-like structure. I might not know much about science, but I believe that's true. Like I say, it's just neat to see a sort of real world thing in this game that it makes sense within the lore of everything. It's well done. All that, and you make it look really cool visually. Kate, unlike Marcus, I really hope when you're chainsawing people, you keep your mouth closed.
Get down! And the door's open! Let's get our asses inside!
That was always my thing with Marcus. When he chainsawed people, he'd always be yelling. Like, yeah, it's just gonna get a bunch of locust blood in your mouth. Gross.
Okay, skiff's not much farther.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
JD, how's the beacon?
Not damaged. That's the important part.
Kind of relying on you to keep it safe.
Yeah, I get it. Fate of the world, no pressure.
Hey, looks like there's gonna be a fight coming up.
Storm's died down.
Yeah, now that we're through it.
Come on, let's check on the skiff.
Come on, I'm waiting for locust or swarm, whatever, to pop through the door.
Foz, Del, when do you get the other side?
I'm a little surprised that all that looked like a really nice, clean, laid out cover for a battle. All right.
Come on, Delta, let's get back.
Do whatever you want, game.
You know something, Kate? You're pretty good at this military leadership thing.
I'm not trying to be good at anything.
Yeah, that's probably why you're good at it.
When we're done showering the corporal with compliments, we should decide whether we're headed straight back to the airfield or not.
Foz is right. Oh, man. Saying the names of my soul.
Fortunately, it doesn't happen often. So there's one thing I don't get. This wasn't UIR territory originally. So why'd they build their Hammer of Dawn program so close to the COG border?
Vasgari technology, my friend. It's what we're known for. We invented the transistor, the microchip. Of course, while we were making the world a more civilized place, our neighbors were inventing tanks and rifles and missiles. I reckon the UIR moved in, found some lovely facilities and said, oh, hello, we'll take that, piss off, thanks. I mean, where's the most devious possible place to build your super weapon? Right along your enemy's border. Brilliant, really.
Okay, big fella. Let's get you aboard.
Yeah, there's something else I'm liking about this game. It's really kind of going into the world.
Up to the task of hauling back the rest of those beacons. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. I mean, they seem pretty tough, but this desert's not forgiving. For anyone. Baird trusts Paddock, we trust Baird. So by the transitive property, we trust Paddock's nomads. The transitive what? Book spies. They're filled with valuable insights and concepts. And honestly, I wouldn't know.
Okay, it's cute. Nice little load screen.
We trust Paddock and his nomads till they give us a reason not to. And they haven't yet.
Works for me.
No, what I was saying, this game really does give you a nice little insight into the world that Gears is set in. It's just something that we really didn't get in the original trilogy. I mean, because you know they were telling their own story, the Cog versus the holy crap. You know, the Cog versus the Locust. Yeah, they mentioned the Pendulum Wars, and you know, we know what those were. That was the war between the Cog and the, I believe that was the war between the Cog and the UIR.
I've noticed something, that the swarm seem different. Smarter, more cunning. Yeah, rocking spiffy new weapons and armor too. Paddock warned us about that. Said it started happening like a few days ago.
When we were at Mount Kadar.
Wait, you don't think it's connected to?
To when they got their queen back? Yeah, I know it is. And it's only gonna get worse if we don't get the hammer back online.
Anfield's just ahead. Park the skiff as close as you can. I think it's kind of heavy.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like I said, I mean, they mentioned the Pendulum Wars and a few other things, but like the UIR really wasn't a big thing that was mentioned. At least I don't remember the UIR really being mentioned until Judgment. Because in the original Gears of War, the Pendulum Wars were just kind of mentioned.
So we meet again.
They weren't super important because they basically ended on E-Day when the Locust appeared. So,
Let's get that thing to Baird.
Lead the way.
Paddock, where's Baird?
In back. He was explaining to me the new modification he made for your little bot friend. It was boring, so I came out here.
We should probably unload this targeting beacon ASAP.
And you think that's going to save the world?
Baird, we're here with the beacon.
Excellent. I'll meet you around back.
yeah, sorry.
If Bear's going back to
God damn it.
the beacon, how are we getting back?
Well, if there's a Raven about, I can fly us home.
Oh no. Didn't you crash your basic training?
I had a slight mishap. Yeah.
Otherwise known as a crash.
As I was saying, that game really just kind of used those as, okay, kind of explain the world state before, you know, the whole thing with the Locust. It wasn't super important, but, you know, we brought it up. In this one, we get a lot of stuff that's, you know, we get a lot of focus on, hey, here's really what the world...
You still got a rocket to launch, and I need to get back to New Ephyra.
Yeah, right. Of course.
JD, we're fine. I'm just working through it. We can talk later.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
It was a lot of basic world setup. And then in these new games, it's really expanding on us and showing the world as a whole, not just what's going on with the cog. That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, that's cool.
You guys want to install that module? I got a plane to catch.
Installed. Tell us about it.
It's actually very interesting. First, it creates an ionized vector.
Baird, cancel class and get out here. Swarm coming in.
Short version, it stops bullets. Now get up there and use
Delta, come on!
God, why is it trying to push that stupid claw weapon on me?
Try the barrier.
Shield!
Ah, success! On the very first test, too! Wait, you never tested it?
I mean, Del, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but are you surprised he hadn't? It's kind of like Baird's thing to, you know, do something crazy and then not really tell people that, oh yeah, that was actually really untested. I had no fucking clue if that was going to work.
You come into my house uninvited. You'll pay the price.
I'm locked down! Time for some payback! I'm wounded!
Jesus Christ, this is nowhere to take cover.
Again? You are hurt again? What you get? We're not done! Everyone, get to the tarmac before Baird loses his ride home! They're right on top of us!
We're gonna clear this tarmac, but Baird's not going anywhere!
Come on, Delta, turn up!
Let's fire!
Bring it!
Frag out! Oh yeah!
Took a hit! Fuck, we're good to go.
I tell them the pulse mostly because I'm not. Well, where the hell are the enemies?
Looks like I want you to stay, Baird.
So attacking them makes you lose the hijack ability.
No one died while I...
Help me out here!
Okay. Airfield secure. My bear can get beaten out of here.
Come on, we still have shit to do in this bloody desert.
All right, Delta. Back on the skiff.
So, are we back on task then? Let's hope so.
Okay, what's the objective? But okay. Still, same question though. What's the objective? Because it's telling me, hey, we need to get back on the skiff. Okay, get back on the skiff and do what?
So, are we back on task then? Let's hope so.
Okay. Same question. What the hell are we doing?
Children, more bad news, I'm afraid.
What is it now?
My people, transporting the other beacons. I need you to get to them immediately. Their convoy was attacked.
Where?
Close. Their last message was sent from the old city.
All right, we're on it.
Man, the Nomads cannot catch a break.
See that? Smoke up ahead. Shit. Yeah, it's a convoy, all right.
All right, let's get in there and see what we can do.
Look, they're still fighting. We gotta help them.
I hate the monsters in this game.
Shit!
I keep saying it. It's what made the. It's what made the monsters in the original trilogy. It's what made them so cool. You know, like the Brumox and the Brumox, the Krill,
Another one of those bloody things.
And that weird lake monster that you fought in that one chapter. Why can't I remember the ones they were like big spiders? I can't remember what they were called.
Hang on, I'll be right there!
Yeah, I can't remember what those ones were called, but they were really neat enemy types because they only showed up, you know, every so often. You know, and they were special moments. They weren't just, oh yeah, we're just gonna bring them here just as a new enemy, so it's not just, you know, stick and cover just kind of combat. It just, I miss that. It just, yeah, it felt more military-esque in those than having these just random monsters show up. It's a personal thing for me.
They don't look damaged.
Paddock, mate, you hearing this?
He says the beacons are safe. I'll send someone to pick them up now. And don't worry, they'll be well armed. So go, deal with your rocket.
All right, Delta out. All right, we're done here. Let's get back on the skiff.
I swear.
Like I said, I make that.
These nomad skins one more time.
Hey, give him a break.
Delta, I'm heading out. I'll be in touch.
All right, Bear. Safe travels.
You too. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, I make that point video after video after video, but yeah, it just.
The hangar. Everything's in place. It's time we put that rocket together.
Sounds right to me. And anyway, I'm sick of staring at all this sand.
So let's get it done and head home.
It's probably my biggest complaint about this game. It's just they just kind of take me out of it. It kind of like the health bars that keep showing up over the like the scions and everything. I don't know. I don't like it. It just doesn't seem right to me. I can get past it, and as much as my constant bringing it up would not suggest, but I can get past it and just go, it's something I don't like and it's a nitpick, but I can deal with it. But it's just,
Rocket's ready for launch, Del. Let's go put it together.
You know, I may have complained a bit. Or a lot.
a bit.
Or a lot, thank you, Del. But this has actually been a pretty ripping time, all in all. To sum it up, 8 out of 10. Would do it again.
And it's been surprisingly not terrible having you alone.
Yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
I still feel like they're trying to recreate Baird with Foz in this game. It's just kind of the vibe I'm getting from him. They're trying to make him kind of witty. But it made more... But with this, it kind of makes me remember... Yeah, Foz is just kind of an asshole. Baird, it made sense, because Baird was your... Baird always had an air of I'm smarter than all of you, which he, let's be honest, he was. He was like he was the tech member of the group, the specialist.
Get the other side. Let's finish this.
Your specialist, whatever you want to say. He was the tech guy.
Paddock, we're back at the hangar. Everything should be ready.
Good. Baird left instructions he asked me to read you. And I quote, "Get inside, initiate the rocket assembly procedure, launch aforementioned rocket, and hope these satellites talk to ours." End quote.
Wait. Hope the satellites talk to ours?
What do you want from me? I can barely turn on a computer. Go press the button and see what happens.
Oh boy. You can understand why you never launched this rocket.
But yeah, like you said, with Baird, the sense of superiority and the snarkiness was kind of earned. With Foz, it's just, he's just kind of a meathead asshole who just likes making fun of people. That's just my take on it. It just...
Let's get down to the platform and throw a switch.
Yeah, see what happens.
Like I said, it just... It to me, it made more sense when it was Baird.
This better work.
And even through all the quips and all the assholishness, to me, Baird was also... He was very lovable.
There's a bloody snatcher in here!
Son of a bitch! You know, I think it did that on purpose.
Who gives a shit? We need to get that nose cone back into place!
Yeah, I keep waiting for like a good place to kind of like cut this video, but I cannot find it.
I need some help!
God damn it. Somebody, anybody.
Yeah, come in!
On my way!
They've got JD!
Somebody.
Don't you die on me, I'm coming! I'm down!
Alright. You know what, with that death, I mean, we're at about the hour and a half mark. I gotta close this one out. I was waiting for a nice, like, here's the basically I was fishing for a thumbnail. That's the best way I can explain it. I was just looking for that one moment where I could find a good thumbnail for the video, but I couldn't. So either way, we're gonna call this one here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Like, comment, you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gels, the Something Game Channel. I'm out.